Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two. Deontay. The Braun.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. A hard-hitting, sensational knockout art.
And this one has... And that's the opening bell, round 1. They are giving us a high-tempo show. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
You just see the nerves on a fight stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Got him with the uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided. And there's the bell to start round 2. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
You'd like to see more jabs. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counterpunch right up the middle. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Straight right just misses. Right when you think the pace will slow. Puller right there. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. A much better game plan here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they... There's the bell to start round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
punch and shoot. Good counter punch. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That hook doesn't score. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. That one will count. Well done with that counter shot. Do you believe? Hold it right there. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious... A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to... Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Nice counter shot. Oh, Wilder just got clipped and he's in a world of trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him this hurt before. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
I need to see that again.
So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You've been
Back into the fray here in round 5. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. counter punches have to hurt. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
And he scores with the counter. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Blocks the right there. How about that time counter shot? He threw the hook, didn't land. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That was almost a 10. And there's the bell to start round 6. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They're both looking. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your blood.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Both men step back for just a moment. Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. These punches coming from every angle. Looking to land the hook. So we enter the final 10 seconds here and a pretty... Hold that thought! And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this... And there's the bell for round 7. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. Blocks the left uppercut. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Fantastic punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges...
And they're back at it again here in round 8. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The straight right just misses. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing.
He knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. You're okay.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Oh, Wilder just got clipped, and he's in a world of trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him this hurt before. We knew it was going to be close, but that's as close as it gets. It is a draw. No winners and no losers here.
A draw. Ooh, listen to that crowd.